Queer evolution is fundamentally a push for societal equality. It pushes respect through acceptance, and it turns violence into fetish play and camps binary exaggerations. By obtaining support, I have a chance to create from and with my LGBTQIA++ peers. Many of us grew up closeted and hidden. In rural Oklahoma, where I grew up in the 80s, this was survival. With my theater, we can remove our mask used to appease the status quo and find solidarity. And perhaps when mainstream, often conservative culture sees us disrobed, they recognize their desires in our nakedness. This is important because transgender and gender nonconforming are both political pawns and culture war targets. I would claim that this happens because 99% of the entire US population feel they are a gender fail in some way. And when this isn't embraced with humor and celebrated, it fuels abuse and crises, demonstrated through bravado and violence. For example, last year in 2022, Catherine Katie Newhouse's father shoots and kills her and then takes his own life. And then a young man at a party pulls out his gun and kills trans teen Ariana Mitchell. And also a police officer going to help a frail Aaron Lynch, a trans man having a nervous breakdown, shoots and kills him. So I have a question about what gives that permission. And I'm wondering if it's something to do with the hundreds of recent anti-trans and gender nonconforming proposed legislation throughout the US. So my storytelling gives this contemporary audience a reflection on this moment that we're living, which can translate to healing, mindfulness, and compassion. Currently, I'm very rooted in New York City, but self-driven, mainly because when I arrived in New York during the early 90s, AIDS had devastated the arts, NEA did away with individual grants, and I was on my own. And now it appears, yay, funding has returned, and the arts are attempting to balance late-stage capitalism. And having these opportunities to apply and obtain support is my chance to shine and lend my working-class, rural, Cherokee Nation queer voice to progressive conversations. Venues need to bravely stand by my goals and give me structural help. I'm just one person, though I strive to use my presence to evoke community and inclusion. Myra will push my aesthetic boundaries as it relies heavily on deepfakes, video projections, and video editing. Early on, I integrated video into my solo shows, projecting a swan onto my costume, having a wig into in a television mixed together. But I haven't had the luxury or time to utilize what we can do now with CGI, deepfakes, video mapping, sound design, even Final Cut Pro.